Picture this, you're crawling through a pitch-black tunnel, barely wide enough for your shoulders, knowing that around the next corner could be a booby trap, an enemy fighter, or a dead end that becomes your grave. Now, imagine the most elite underground fighters in history facing off against America's most lethal reconnaissance Marines. This isn't just another military comparison. This is the ultimate clash between two completely different philosophies of elite warfare. On one side, Vietnam War tunnel rats, ordinary American soldiers who volunteered for the most terrifying job in military history. On the other side, Marine Force Recon, the tip of the spear, America's most elite reconnaissance and direct action specialists. Vietnam tunnel rats, 36,000 volunteers who crawled into hell with nothing but a pistol and a flashlight. Marine Force Recon, less than 300 active operators with the most advanced training on Earth. But here's the mind-blowing question. What happens when modern tactical superiority meets historical battlefield genius? When high-tech equipment faces off against pure, desperate ingenuity? If you've ever wondered who would win between America's underground legends and today's most elite warriors, and trust me, the answer will shock you. Smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, because today we're going underground to settle the ultimate military debate. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the Vietnam tunnel rats might be the most underestimated warriors in American military history, and why that terrifies even modern special forces.
Before we pit these warriors against modern Marines, you need to understand what made the Vietnam tunnel rats the most psychologically tough fighters America has ever produced. The birth of underground warfare, the Vietnam nightmare. Between 1965 and 1975, American forces discovered something that would change warfare forever. The Viet Cong had built an underground city. We're talking about 200 miles of interconnected tunnels beneath South Vietnam. 3-level tunnel systems, some going 30 feet underground. Complete underground bases with hospitals, weapons factories, and command centers. Booby trap density that killed or wounded soldiers every single day. Who were the tunnel rats? These weren't special forces. These weren't elite operators. These were regular American soldiers who volunteered for the most dangerous job in Vietnam. Size requirements, usually under 5'7" and slim build to fit in tunnels. Age range, most were 19 to 22 years old, basically kids. Background, infantry, engineers, anyone brave enough to volunteer. Mortality rate, classified, but estimated at over 30% casualty rate. Equipment, .45 pistol, flashlight, knife, and incredible courage. The psychology of underground combat. What made them special? Claustrophobia immunity, crawling through spaces barely wider than their bodies. Split-second decision-making. Every corner could be their last. Sensory adaptation, fighting in complete darkness using sound and instinct. Improvised combat, no rule book for underground warfare. Mental toughness, volunteers kept going back down, mission after mission. The daily reality, a typical tunnel rat mission. Intel, reports of enemy activity in tunnel system. Entry, crawl into tunnel entrance, usually alone. Exploration, map tunnel system while avoiding traps. Combat, engage enemies in confined spaces. Destruction, plant explosives to collapse tunnels. Extraction, get out alive if possible. Tunnel rat innovations. These soldiers invented underground warfare tactics. Sound discipline, moving silently in echoing tunnels. Trap recognition, identifying booby traps by feel and instinct. Close combat, pistol fighting in 3-foot-wide spaces. Psychological warfare, using enemy tunnel systems against them. Improvised explosives, turning captured materials into weapons. The forgotten heroes. Here's what most people don't know. Tunnel rats received virtually no special training. They learned by doing, survived by instinct, and became elite through sheer necessity. They were America's first urban warfare specialists, created by the most dangerous battlefield conditions in history. But could soldiers trained with nothing but courage and desperation stand against America's most technologically advanced warriors today?
Now let's examine what Marine Force Recon brings to this ultimate underground showdown, the pinnacle of modern military evolution. The Marine Force Recon legacy. Born from World War II, Marine Force Recon was created to be the eyes and ears of Marine commanders. Established 1957, building on World War II amphibious reconnaissance. Mission: deep reconnaissance, direct action, special operations. Selection rate: less than 10% pass the screening process. Training duration: 2+ years of continuous specialized training. Active strength: fewer than 300 operators at any time. Modern Force Recon capabilities. Selection and training. What makes a Force Recon Marine? Physical standards. Must pass the most demanding fitness tests in the military. Mental screening. Psychological evaluations that eliminate 90% of candidates. Technical training. Advanced electronics, communications, demolitions. Combat training. Close quarter combat, marksmanship, and advanced tactics. Specialized skills. Halo, ha-ho jumping, diving, mountain warfare. Equipment advantages. Technology supremacy. Modern Force Recon operates with equipment tunnel rats couldn't imagine. Night vision. See in complete darkness like it's daylight. Communications. Real-time satellite communication with command. Weapons. Suppressed automatic weapons with precision optics. Body armor. Lightweight protection against small arms fire. Medical. Advanced first aid and trauma care equipment. Navigation. GPS systems providing exact positioning. Underground warfare. Modern tunnel warfare. Force Recon trains for subterranean operations. Urban warfare. Extensive training in confined spaces. Breaching. Advanced explosive and mechanical breaching techniques. CQB. Close quarter battle. Room clearing and tunnel fighting. Electronic warfare. Communications interception and jamming. Demolitions. Precision explosive placement for structural collapse. Tactical philosophy. Overwhelming force. Force Recon's approach is opposite to tunnel rats. Team operations. 4 to 6 man teams with specialized roles. Technology integration. Using equipment to maximize effectiveness. Fire superiority. Overwhelming firepower to dominate encounters. Mission planning. Detailed intelligence and pre-planned operations. Extract on contact. Hit hard, accomplish mission, get out. The modern mindset. Professional warriors. Career soldiers. Years of training before first deployment. Specialist training. Each Marine is an expert in multiple areas. Risk management. Calculated risks with maximum preparation. Technology dependence. Integrated systems for tactical advantage. Team coordination. Seamless unit operations under pressure. Force Recon's underground advantages. What they bring to tunnel warfare. Superior firepower. Automatic weapons versus single-shot pistols. Night vision. Perfect visibility in tunnel darkness. Communications. Coordinated team operations. Explosive expertise. Advanced demolitions for tunnel clearing. Medical training. Combat medic skills for treating wounded. Physical conditioning. Superior strength and endurance. But here's the critical question. In the claustrophobic nightmare of tunnel warfare, do high-tech advantages matter when you're crawling through a 3-foot tunnel with an enemy who knows every inch of their underground domain?
Let's create the ultimate test. What if Marine Force Recon had to operate in the exact same conditions that created the legendary tunnel rats? The scenario: Cu Chi Tunnel Complex 2025. Mission parameters. Location: recreated Cu Chi tunnel system with modern threats. Force Recon mission: locate and eliminate command center. Tunnel rat mission: same objective using Vietnam-era equipment and tactics.
Enemy, highly trained tunnel fighters using historical Viet Cong tactics. Terrain, 200-meter tunnel system with multiple levels and booby traps. Round 1, equipment advantage. Force Recon's modern edge, night vision goggles, can see perfectly in tunnel darkness. Suppressed MP5, automatic weapon with 30-round magazines. Body armor, protection against small arms and shrapnel. Radio communications, team coordination and backup support. Breaching charges can create new entry-exit points instantly. Tunnel Rat's historical lowdown. Flashlight, single beam of light that reveals position. 45 pistol, 7-round magazine, manual reload. Steel pot helmet, minimal protection, cumbersome in tight spaces. Combat knife, close quarters weapon of last resort. Incredible courage, intangible but invaluable advantage. Round 2, tactical approach. Force Recon doctrine, 4-man team, point man, demo expert, communications, medic. Systematic clearing, move methodically, secure each section. Technology integration, use night vision and communication advantage. Fire superiority, suppress enemies with automatic weapons. Coordinated movement, tactical formations even in tight spaces. Tunnel Rat methodology, solo operations, usually operated alone or in pairs. Instinct-based navigation, relied on experience and gut feelings. Silent movement, absolute stealth to avoid detection. Quick decision-making, split-second choices with limited information. Adaptation, change tactics based on immediate circumstances. Round 3, the psychological factor, the mental game. Force Recon mindset, professional training, extensive preparation reduces fear. Team confidence, knowing backup is immediately available. Equipment reliability, trust in superior technology. Mission focus, clear objectives with defined success criteria. Modern support, miracle evacuation and reinforcement available. Tunnel Rat psychology, acceptance of death. Volunteers knew survival odds were low. Individual responsibility, success or failure depended only on themselves. Improvisation skills, adapted to unexpected situations instantly. Pure courage, operated despite overwhelming fear. Historical pressure, knew they were writing military history. Round 4, environmental mastery, the tunnel advantage. Force Recon challenges, equipment limitations, bulky gear in confined spaces. Technology dependence, what happens when night vision fails? Team coordination, harder to maintain formation in single-file tunnels. Noise discipline, modern equipment can create more sound signatures. Size advantage, modern Marines are generally larger than Vietnam-era soldiers. Tunnel Rat's advantages, size optimization, selected specifically for tunnel dimensions. Noise discipline, perfected silent movement techniques. Tunnel sense, developed almost supernatural spatial awareness. Improvised solutions, expert at using the environment as a weapon. Historical experience, faced every possible tunnel scenario. The verdict, who wins the underground war? After analyzing every angle, here's the shocking truth. In a single engagement, Force Recon wins. Superior firepower and night vision provide decisive advantages. Modern training and equipment overcome most historical advantages. Team coordination multiplies individual effectiveness. In a prolonged campaign, Tunnel Rats win. Superior adaptation to tunnel environment over time. Lower logistical requirements for sustained operations. Psychological toughness for extended underground warfare. Historical experience with tunnel-specific tactics. But the real answer reveals something profound about the evolution of warfare itself.
This comparison reveals something profound about what actually makes elite warriors elite. And it's not what you think. The evolution of military excellence. What we discovered, Tunnel Rats represent necessity-driven excellence, became elite through survival requirements, individual initiative. Success depended on personal courage and adaptability. Improvised solutions, created tactics through trial and error. Psychological toughness, mental strength forged by extreme circumstances. And historical innovation, invented new forms of warfare from nothing. Force Recon represents systematic excellence, elite status through scientific training methods, team integration, success through coordinated professional operations, technological advantage, using equipment to multiply human capability, professional development, continuous improvement through institutional learning, and modern warfare, adaptation to contemporary battlefield requirements. The shocking reality, both groups share core traits. Volunteer spirit, both chose the most dangerous missions. Mental toughness, extraordinary psychological resilience. Adaptability, ability to succeed in impossible situations. Innovation, created new tactics when existing methods failed. And selfless service, put mission success above personal survival. The tunnel rat legacy in modern warfare, how tunnel rats influenced modern special operations. Urban warfare doctrine, modern room clearing traces back to tunnel tactics. Individual initiative, special operations emphasis on independent thinking. Improvised solutions, MacGyver-style problem solving under pressure. Psychological screening, understanding mental requirements for extreme missions, and volunteer selection. Self-selected warriors often outperform assigned personnel. What Force Recon learned from Vietnam. Institutional memory, environmental training, extensive preparation for specific terrain types. Equipment integration, using technology without becoming dependent. Mental preparation, psychological conditioning for extreme stress. Team dynamics, maintaining unit cohesion under pressure. And mission adaptability, changing tactics based on battlefield conditions. The uncomfortable truth, modern advantages versus historical necessity. Modern Force Recon Marines are better trained, better equipped, and more professionally developed than any warriors in history. But the tunnel rats faced something modern warriors rarely encounter: absolute necessity with minimal resources. What this means, technology amplifies capability, but doesn't replace fundamental warrior qualities. Training creates professionals, but extreme circumstances create legends. Equipment provides advantage, but courage and adaptability determine outcomes. Teams multiply effectiveness, but individual initiative remains crucial. Modern methods are superior, but historical innovation teaches timeless lessons. The ultimate lesson, elite warriors across eras share mental toughness, absolute refusal to quit under pressure, adaptability, success in situations they never trained for, initiative, taking action when standard procedures fail, courage, operating despite knowing the extreme risks, and innovation, creating solutions when none exist. But there's one final truth about this comparison that changes everything we know about military evolution.
After this deep dive into two completely different types of elite warfare, we've uncovered something that redefines our understanding of military excellence. The ultimate verdict: in direct combat, tie. Here's why this isn't the cop-out answer it seems. Force Recon advantages: superior firepower and protection, advanced communications and coordination, professional training and systematic approaches, technology integration for tactical advantage, tunnel rat advantages, unmatched psychological toughness, superior environmental adaptation, individual initiative and improvisation skills, historical experience with tunnel-specific warfare. The real winner, American military evolution. What tunnel rats gave to modern warfare? Urban warfare foundation, modern room clearing and close quarters combat, individual initiative doctrine, special operations emphasis on independent thinking, psychological standards, understanding mental requirements for extreme missions, innovation culture, creating solutions when standard tactics fail, volunteer warrior concept, self-selected fighters often outperform assigned personnel, modern implications, what today's military leaders learn from tunnel rats. Technology cannot replace courage. Equipment amplifies capability, but doesn't create warriors. Individual initiative matters. Even in team-based operations, personal courage determines outcomes. Adaptation beats preparation. Ability to improvise often trumps extensive planning. Psychological selection is crucial. Mental toughness matters more than physical capability. Historical lessons remain relevant.
Past experiences inform future tactical development. The modern tunnel rat. Where do we see tunnel rat qualities today? EOD specialists, bomb disposal experts working alone with minimal protection. Urban warfare operators, house-to-house clearing in Iraq and Afghanistan. Counter-IED teams, soldiers detecting improvised explosive devices. Special reconnaissance, operating alone behind enemy lines. And combat engineers, creating solutions under fire with limited resources. The broader military truth. Elite units combine both philosophies. Modern special operations succeed by combining tunnel rat individual toughness plus Force Recon professional training. Historical innovation plus modern technology. Personal courage plus team coordination. Improvised solutions plus systematic preparation. Volunteer spirit plus professional development. The surprising conclusion: both units would dominate together. The ultimate military unit would be Force Recon Marines with the psychological toughness of tunnel rats. Tunnel rat innovation supported by modern technology and training. Individual courage multiplied by team coordination. Historical experience enhanced by contemporary methods. What this means for military future? The evolution continues. Modern conflicts require both high-tech capability and individual toughness. Future warriors must combine professional training with improvisational skills. Technology continues to evolve, but fundamental warrior qualities remain constant. Historical lessons inform contemporary training and doctrine development. The volunteer warrior spirit remains the foundation of elite military performance.
This comparison revealed something more important than who would win a hypothetical fight. It showed us that military excellence transcends any single era or technology level. The tunnel rats and Marine Force Recon represent different approaches to the same eternal challenge. How do we create warriors capable of succeeding in impossible situations? The answer isn't in the equipment or the training methods. It's in the volunteer spirit, the refusal to quit, and the willingness to face danger for something greater than yourself. So what do you think? Could modern Marines handle the psychological pressure that created the tunnel rats? Or would the tunnel rats adapt to modern technology faster than we think? Drop your analysis in the comments and let me know what legendary military comparison you want to see next. If you want more deep dives into military history and elite unit comparisons, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Next week, if D-Day happened today, how modern technology would change history's greatest invasion. Remember, whether it's a 19-year-old volunteer crawling into a tunnel with nothing but courage, or a professional Marine operator with the world's best equipment, the heart of a warrior remains the same across all generations.